Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
All right. In the hot seat.
In the hot seat.
All right, cool.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker. We are here at the Greasy Spoon with my guy, Dave Settle, Just Dave. Amazing guy, man. Truly grateful for the opportunity to be here. Thanks to Max Bozeman, to the Greasy Spoon, Toria Lemon, big shout out to her, Lemon Limelight Media, doing great things. We're grateful to be here in the space. But Dave, man, thanks so much for coming through and connecting everything and making us look good today. You see all the setup. That's him, man. Good guy, man, doing his thing.
Listen, man, I've been doing this for a while and finally figured out a way to perfect it and make it easy. I learned one of the secrets to success is if you want to be consistent, you got to eliminate the barriers to entry. You know what I'm saying? If it's hard, you're not going to want to wake up in the morning and do it. So man, my setup is truly something I can do in my sleep now. It's become a habit.
Yeah, man, you came in here and whipped this thing up, and they can't see all the background stuff, but man, I'm kind of distracted. I'm like, whoa, look at all of this, man. But it's amazing. I'm truly grateful for you to coming through. But you're involved in lots, man. You do a lot of stuff to give back to the community. H-Town, you're everywhere, man. Photography, radio, podcasts. Man. I mean, weddings, everything, man. Tell us a little bit about kind of your background, who you are, and all that you're involved in.
Man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Yeah. But first and foremost, man, I'm a dad. That comes first. I mean, you already shut it out with Toria. She'll tell you. Yeah. She calls on me a lot, and the only time I tell her no is when I got daddy duties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's first and foremost for me, man. But yeah, I started off as a DJ, man, growing up in Southwest side of Houston, just a regular kid who loved music. And my turntables, took me all over the world, allowed me to work with some really, really cool people, provide for my family, exponentially beyond my wildest imagination. Fell in love with Jesus right after high school.
Come on.
And he completely blew my mind in so many different areas. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's kind of it in a nutshell. And through that, I've been able to do some really cool things, go on mission trips all over the world, work here in radio here in the city of Houston, and just whatever God want me to do, man. That's where I'm pulling up. Kind of like how I ended up here, man. You called me and I said, hey, I'm free. I'm gonna be here.
Pull up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, involved in lots. Just a real good dude, man, and I would consider, what you do, how you do what you do to be super successful. So let's touch on success, man. Mm-hmm. What's your definition of success?
Man, it shifts, honestly. For me, in this season of my life, success is making sure my kids are good.
Yeah.
Early in my 20s, man, success, I defined it by a dollar amount, right? It was 6-figure, 7-figure salary. That was success. When you hit that, you like, oh man, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Where's the joy that's supposed to come along with it? And I hit those marks in my 20s and early 30s, and I had more anxiety and stress and depression than I did when I was broke. And I was, but in this season of life, man, it's been making sure my kids got good grades. They have the emotional intelligence to navigate life's challenges, really trying to build up their resilience beyond just getting good grades. Because when they hit that real world, man, I want to make sure they're prepared. Yeah. So
that's good. Well, having the big man lead their way.
Yeah.
And having somebody to instill in them that the big man leads the way. That's the way.
Man, come on.
That's the way, man. And so I know we were gonna do 2 questions each. I think I got 2, so I'll let you.
Yeah, no, man. I've been really inspired with the work you've been doing and the consistency that you're able to deliver. The books that you've been putting out, and I'm just honored to be in your presence, man. It's been remarkable to watch the growth and the development The people that you bring on, I'm like, dang, man. And not to mention, it's taking us a real long time to connect.
Come on, man.
I'll take full responsibility for that. I'll take full responsibility for that, man. But tell me this, though, because, you've been able to accumulate a lot of success in your own right.
Yeah.
Family man, great career, done some really dope stuff. Also know that you're a man of faith.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me this, man? How has your faith contributed to the success that you've experienced?
Man, that's a good question, because I think for me, it goes back to how I was raised. And as we were talking, it kind of really gave me chills and a deep sense of pride and happiness for you when you talked about how, you strive to do that with your kids, because that's what it was for my mom.
Yeah.
I grew up in a family of church folk.
Come on.
And educators.
Yes, Lord.
Amen. Come on, somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
And what that means is we were in church all the time, church folk with no S. But the reason is because my mom was the minister of music in our churches, and my grandmother was the minister of music as well. So that's what we do. And so I grew up in a family of people that they give service and know that it's bigger than me. At the end of the day, it ain't about me. It's about giving service to helping others. And so I saw at an early age that having a faith walk, trusting and believing, knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that whatever's going on in our lives, the big man got us. And sometimes we may think that we have a plan, but really it's not our plan, it's his plan. We just have to walk that plan that he has for us out. And so I was blessed, man, at a young age to see that in my family.
Come on.
And see how they believed and trusted. And so as I've grown, I've just tried to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I've tried
You had that good model.
Amazing model, man. And I've just tried to do the same thing to make them proud.
Yeah.
And so each day, that's what I do, man. It's been great. It's also given me the ability to know that great things will happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you put the work in, do things the right way, treat people the right way, surround yourself by good people, great things will happen.
Right. Yeah, man, I've learned a lot by asking that one particular question from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just how deep faith can be and how it can propel the work that we do. It's like, because sometimes we don't see the outcome, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you do stuff like this that doesn't have like an immediate return on investment. Yes. And you could be like, man, what's the point? I'm investing time, I'm investing energy, I'm taking away from my family. But knowing that there's something at the end of the tunnel. I don't really know exactly what it is, but because you had those models, right? So when you do hit those hurdles and those obstacles, you was like, hey, I remember when my mom hit this obstacle. I remember when Pops did this or so-and-so did that, or the pastor at the church encountered this opposition, but somehow, some way, God made a way.
It worked out.
And it was like, so I know he'll do the same for me. Right?
Oh, without a doubt. And so, hey, mama, I got this going on. Pray about it, baby.
Yeah. Well, tell me this, though, man. I got one more thing for you.
Got you.
What has been one of the most difficult challenges you faced in your life that you knew that it wasn't your human intellect, it wasn't your connections and relationships, it wasn't your money, it wasn't your degrees, it was all God? Like, what was one of the biggest challenges? Because, I mean, look, things look great right now, man. I'm going to just be real with you. You look like you're at the top of the mountain, but I know it hasn't always been this pretty and glamorous. Take me back to a moment when you was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Man.
And how did God bring you through that joint?
Man, this is good, man. I think we've all heard this before. Thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Come on.
Or maybe I do. And nobody told me.
Well,
right?
if you've been through, to the barbershop in a series of well-groomed manicures, that's what then yes, you do look like what you've been through. But
there you go. No, man. I think, there was a time where I think the toughest thing in life is where you work hard to get an education, to build relationships, and you get opportunities to serve, to give back. And then you get placed in a situation to where you give everything you got to it and you're completely broken in all ways, right? So I've been in a situation like that before, and it really like I was completely broken, man.
Yeah.
But
You don't have to get too deep. But career, relationship, business. What was it?
it was career.
Okay, cool. We'll leave it at that.
And so what?
Because if this was the full episode, I would make you go deep.
We go deep.
Anyway, we keep going. We only got a few more minutes.
Time. Okay. All right. But really, how I got out of it was faith.
Yeah.
You know, just like you described. You know, I've seen in my family, I've seen some of my people grow through tough things, right? And I've just did what they did. Held firm to your faith.
Yeah.
Dig deep and see what I have to do to work on myself. First off, look within to win. Because like I believe that I'm in control of my destiny. I believe that if there's mistakes made, that I'm responsible for that because I've made those choices. So I had to look at myself in the mirror first, right? Okay, Chip.
Yeah.
You know, what did you do to put yourself in this situation?
Some good old self-evaluation.
Yeah, and then when you do that, then you can look at your steps and see, this is where I miscalculated my step. Can't do that again, right? Yeah. So then you adjust, but hold firm to your faith. You know, figure out ways, put yourself around good people to ask them how they've got through things. And so that's what really helped me. And truth be told, Dave, man, that's why I started the Success Chronicles.
Yeah.
Right? From that recovering phase. And now, man, I'm able to give that to others in a big way.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I hate that you had to go through that, but I'm glad that we get to be the beneficiaries of you holding firm to that and coming out on the other side.
Come on, man.
You know, looking like the well-groomed.
Looking like what I've been through today. Today. That's what I've been through today.
Man. But anyway, I know we got an incredible show and some really, really dope folks on the panel.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to take up too much time, you know,
man.
Little old me. I just want to get behind the scenes and make sure y'all look good. But I appreciate you for having me out, man.
Man, much love to you. I can't tell you enough. I've told you a lot, but I want to make sure since we're recording and we got this amazing setup, I want to make sure I say this, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate how you do what you do, how you give service to others, with just a giving heart. You know, like where we are, like this is not close to where you live. You know what I'm saying? And
let it be known. I love you, Max.
And so, man, like just to help others, you have connections with the people that are tied in here. And so, man, what you do is amazing and it's truly inspiring. And I appreciate you, man.
Well, it's all love. It's super, super mutual and definitely reciprocated. And I'll just say this last thing, man. It's like, you know, when you've been forgiven much.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
give it to him, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You have no choice but to forgive much. And when you've been given much, I feel I have an obligation to give as much, man. Coming from where I come from, you know, I have absolutely no reason to sit here.
Yeah.
So like that's the reason why I do what I do. If you have anything good to say about me, it ain't because of me. Straight up.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, I appreciate you truly. But let's get it, man. Let's have some fun,
baby. What's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode, a live episode of the Success Chronicles. We are here in Pearland, Texas at the Greasy Spoon. Just want to send a huge shout out to our guy, Max Bozeman, the second here at the Greasy Spoon. Toria Lemon Limelight Media for having us. Truly grateful for them having us in the building. Grateful for what they do. But what we want to do today is I just want to highlight the impact of influence authors. And so, you know, we've done a book series where we just released volume 6 about a month ago. And, you know, the impact of influence books, you know, in the books, it's some powerful authors, powerful people, influencers that, you know, discuss, you know, something or someone that has influenced them in their life, the lessons that they learn from that, and then how they're using that to be a blessing to others. And so we've done, man, it's crazy to say that, 6 volumes. It's been a true blessing. Yeah, we've inspired many. And so just want to highlight some authors this evening. But the first author that we're going to highlight is my guy, Manny Trujillo. And we grew up together in Hearn, Texas. It's my guy, man. His dad was a Little League baseball coach. So we go way back. We got some other stories too, but we're not gonna share those.
No.
We're gonna be silent on those. but we go way back. But man, thanks so much for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah.
Again, good people. Wherever you need me to go, I got you.
Let's go. And he mean that. He for real about that. New experiences.
New experience.
Let's go. Well, Manny, tell the audience who you are and what it is you do, my man.
Again, Manny Trujillo, born and raised Hearn, Texas, small town, type of town that people knew what you did before you got home, Also the type of town, it takes a village, man, I was thinking about this, blessed with many bonus parents, because, wherever we were at, we were at our buddy's house, dinner time, hey, stay for dinner, but, you knew mom and dad gave them permission to maybe
Make sure
tap
you're
you on the
point.
backside
Yeah,
if you needed
yeah,
it too,
yeah.
So, after leaving Hearn High, went to Bryan College Station for a little bit, and went to school at Blinn, finished up at Sam Houston, and then in education, I just finished my 24th year in education, so that's weird to say, but that's awesome to say as well, Been pretty, as you could tell, seasoned a little bit, but man, it's been great. Spent the first 14 years in secondary at Conner High School, coaching and teaching there, and the last 10 at elementary school, where I'm just coaching PE and loving it. Just wanted to make that change, to give a little bit more time to the family. As many people know, the coaching profession, it's a very time consuming.
Yep.
So a lot of families are, they don't get the time that they deserve, need. So, and I felt that. So I just wanted to do a little change. I wanted to make my family the priority. At that time, my oldest son was going into junior high. So I was looking forward to going to his games. And, I was thinking about this too. It's the little things that a lot of people don't think about, but like we never got many opportunities just to take our kids to school or even pick our kids up
That's
from
huge,
school.
man.
So I cherish those times, that we were able to do that. So I'm happy I made the change, got blessed, and now, I could focus on them.
Yeah. So how was the writing process for you?
Man, it was awesome. It was great. I still remember, like I said, we've been hanging for a long time and been vacationing together for a long time.
Families vacation together.
So I remember, we're in Florida and we're out on the beach, and you had came out with the first book, and you're like, hey man, you want to do the second one? So I was like, yeah, I was excited. And that whole drive home, that 9, 10, 11 hour drive home, I'm trying to think about, what to put in there, what to write about. So it was a great process. There's so many things that you want to talk about, write about. You do have to, kind of condense it a little bit. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I wanted to do in the 3 that I've been a part of is give people their flowers, and I think in the 3, I've been able to do that. So, man, it was a great process. And again, appreciate you, giving me the opportunity to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say that, I would be a 3-time best-selling author without you, So, man, I appreciate you just giving me the opportunity to do that. It's cool.
Man, it's nothing, man. Just like you said with the families going back, how your folks have taken care of me, and it's been my honor to provide that opportunity. And as you were saying it made me think of seeing your son looking at the book and looking at your chapter and just the reaction. Like, man, that is good stuff. Like, where we come from, those things don't happen, dog.
Well, I was asking Woody just on the side over there. It's like, you're close to what? Close to 400 episodes of the Success Chronicles, and I was number 3.
Yeah,
I was number 3, and then we talked about a couple of things there. And it's crazy how I remember, you asking me about success, and at that time, success was
it's different.
But it was all about the kids, talking about Cade. Cade's about to be in his senior year at A&M Engineering. So when we talked the first time, he was thinking about that as a freshman in high school,
Wow.
And then Carson, we're talking about him writing, just, sorry, I'm getting emotional, but now I think a lot because of your influence as well. He's got 2 books on Amazon.
Crazy.
So, and, Mia has always done her thing. She's going to continue to do her thing, doing good stuff. So, man, I mean, it's just been an awesome journey,
Yeah.
Like David was saying earlier, you just all about your kids, want to be there for your kids and stuff like that. So it's been cool.
Awesome, man. That's good stuff. Well, if you don't mind, share your social media so people can check you out and show you some support, man, with all the great things you got going on, bro.
Yeah, and Facebook's just Manny Trujillo. With Instagram, it's Man Law True. So MANLAWTRU. That's about it. I'm just blessed and honored to be here, man. Appreciate you.
Come on,
day
man.
one.
Day one, baby. Brinkley Street.
Brinkley Street.
Let's go. Well, man, our next author that we're going to highlight, we'll bring up is Charles Wood. So, Woody, come on up, man. What's up? What
man,
up, Chuck?
What's going on, baby? What's happening?
What's up, man?
Another day, man.
So this is my guy, Charles Woods. How many of the books are you in, man?
I was just thinking about it,
all
man.
of them except one with the ladies.
Yes,
Five.
volume 1, 2, 4, 5, and
Yeah.
6, man. It's been a great journey, man. 5 books.
Man, that's awesome. And then you've done your own compilation book as well.
Man, and grateful for you because you started me in this process, man, and you kind of encouraged me to do a book myself, just being the visionary author, and I have my own compilation book, Concrete Connections, so all about relationships, man. But
And that's it.
I owe it to you, man.
Let's go, man. So Woody and I, we coached together at Conroe High School. He's a Conroe guy, man. Developed some deep bond, good relationship.
Right.
Been in the trenches together.
Yes, sir.
On some things, man. But Woody, tell them a little bit about who you are and your background, so they have an idea, man.
Man, my name, like you said, Charles Woods. Just 20 plus years in education, man. Like Chip said, man, multiple time best-selling author. Because of my man Chip, I'm a family man, blessed with a amazing wife who is so supportive. I tell her I'm gonna do something, and she just, okay, baby. Like I couldn't ask for anything more, man. Just great woman that takes care of me, and 2 amazing daughters, man, that are doing some amazing things. Just watching them grow up in front of me, man. I can't wish for anything else, man. And my friends, man, friends and family, man. That's what I live by, man. I truly like Chip, like Darius, like Manny. We created this other bond, this other family, the Impact of Influence family, man. I really like. If you're my family, you're my friend, man. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, that's good. So how was the writing process for you?
Writing process, like you said, man, multiple time best-selling author, man, and it starts with you, Chip. Writing process was kind of difficult the first time.
Yeah.
But in Chip's modest, and I like to put this out there because you're modest and you don't talk about this, so I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay, all right.
The process that Chip just lays out for you, man, it makes it easy. We even talked about the simple fact of what platform I'm gonna use to write, and it goes from my cell phone to notes
in the
to
phone.
now my baby is Google, because I can access Google anywhere, make edits anywhere. I can talk, speak it in. The writing process, man, the hardest part is just making sure you getting those thoughts down and making sure that you're capturing those thoughts when they come up.
Yeah.
Like I might be stop driving, get home, bag in, and I'm pulling out my phone and putting some notes down. That's the difficult part, but just putting it all together and things like that's been easier. But I owe it to you, man. You made this writing process, as I continue to write, a little bit easier and easier. You go through your obstacles every time, but it's enjoyable, man. Reflection.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna stop on that. Like after that, but there's a time where I get to reflect on so many things that have, impacted my life. So many people that have impacted my life. So many different situations. Just some of those things that I went through as a kid that I've been on go since day one that I hadn't had a chance to even go back and think about.
Yeah.
Man, this has been like, again, owe it to you. You put me in a situation where I can go back and reflect and really be grateful for those things that have come through my path.
And it's therapeutic too.
Oh man,
like just as you were saying it, I was thinking about how just knowing some of the things that you've had to grow through and went through in your life, like, and even me too as writing, like you have to relive those things. You have to relive those feelings, those emotions, your steps, your choices, other people's steps and choices, and how that affected you, and how you respond.
Right.
And so you have to relive all of those things, but it's therapeutic because now you can see where you've come from.
right. And some of them are difficult, man.
And some of them are difficult.
Some of them are difficult things to relive that you didn't really want to, like I said, you've been on go all the time. You didn't really want to go back there, but it's therapeutic and you need to go back there, and it gives you a different perspective as an adult, man, of those situations that you went through.
It's good, man. So the recent book, your chapter, let's hit on your chapter. What was your chapter about?
Man, in talking about reflecting and being on go, man, I had an opportunity. I got a scholarship to play football in college to the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Me and my buddies, that was the tightest knit, and that was my support. That was a tight-knit group. Had a lot of support from those guys. So I really didn't lean on. I didn't really have, besides my coaches who were there as much as they could be, I really didn't have a male figure in the community at that time. It was somebody that I latched to and leaned on. And and going to college, I didn't expect that either. But man, I walk on campus and this guy, man,
life change.
Like this guy just was in my life, like immediately, because he was an athletic, academic counselor. Like I'm talking about day one, he is in my life. This man, the impact that he's made on every athlete that's came through that university is amazing. The things that he went through personally, from the campus to be in a place where he is today, to a man that is having surgery like a few weeks ago because he still needs surgery because he's paralyzed from the waist down, and he's been like that ever since I've known him. But he didn't let that stop him from impacting the athletes, or just the individuals, the grown-ups, the coaches, the staff who come in, man. And I just touched on him because he was a father figure to me. He's my fraternity brother. He is a mentor to me. He's just a great man, and grateful to have him in my path. Mr. Danny Cottenham, we call him Mr. C.
Mr. C. That's awesome, man. Well, as we close with your session, man, just if you don't mind sharing with the audience your social media so they can check you out and check out Concrete Connections. That's his book, and check it out and show him some love.
All right, you can catch me on all platforms at Charles Woods WW. Kind of made it simple, Charles Woods WW, so you can reach out to me, man. Just reach out to me, support. We appreciate you tuning in. And I appreciate you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Highly grateful for you and the opportunity that you got me to, that you gave me, because I know I wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for you, man. I can really, truly say that, man. I appreciate you and grateful for you.
Yeah, right back at you, bro. Thank you, man. All right, so our next author that we're going to highlight is Darius Bradley Sr. And as he comes up, I'm just going to warn you. I probably ought to warn him. Yeah, right now, I just warn him. Just powerful dude, man. Great journey, powerful, great speaker. And so, Darius Bradley Sr.
My guy. What's up, man?
What's up, baby?
You already know. Blessings, man. Grateful to be here.
Yes, sir.
Truly grateful, man. So, before we get started, let me just express, like my brothers, man, my gratitude. My gratitude for you goes well beyond verbal expression. And trust me, man, my love for you is unconditional, man. So,
yes, sir.
Just truly grateful that God blessed us to be in each other's lives in the same alignment. And Also to have my go get it twin. We both screamed that word out, those 3 words, man. But truly grateful and blessed to have you in my life, man.
Man, right back at you. You know,
Absolutely.
and I'll kind of piggyback on that. You know, we met at an event a few years back.
Yep.
You know, and it's crazy. Like I always say, opportunities bring opportunities.
Yeah.
Right. And so, you know, at this event, you know, it was something that was for kids.
Yeah.
And we were able to, you know, you were speaking at the event and I was doing interviews on site, but I didn't know that the big man was going to put me in contact with this powerful dude. Man. And so I looked over, he had Go Get It on his shirt and I had Go Get It on my thing. Like, hey, man, we got to connect, man.
Yeah, straight up.
And so just from there, man, everything's been on, as they say, on and popping.
On and popping. On and popping.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about who you are, background, so the audience will have an idea of who you are. My
man. First and foremost, you know, I'm a kingdom man. You know, I'm a child of God over everything. You know, I'm a proud father. I've been with my wife, proud father and husband. I've been with my wife for 26 years.
Yeah.
You know, we've been married for 24, have 3 phenomenal kids, right? I'm a multi-best-selling author, thanks to my brother Chip Baker. You know, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about that as we get more into the story. Also, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an investor. I do a lot of things, but, you know, truly, I'm just a righteous, I'm not going to even say righteous, I'm a wrinkled envelope.
Come on.
Right? I'm a wrinkled envelope delivering the messages that God give me to deliver, man. That's exactly what it is that I do.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, how was the writing process for you? Now, I know the background and the stories of like the different chapters and how it got us to pain.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man.
But kind of just talk to us a little bit about that writing process for you.
Absolutely, man. Well, you know, truly blessed to be a part of this collective series, The Impact of Influence. Even more tremendously blessed to be in 3 volumes, right? My first volume, my chapter was The Origins of Go Get It. You know, illustrating and displaying how those 3 words came about in my life, right? And I talked about losing my dad growing up. I'm originally from New Orleans and, you know, telling that story. And, you know, my second chapter, I believe in volume 3 of The Impact of Influence, I titled that one, Peace Be Still, right? I titled that Peace Be Still. I lost my brother during the release of that book, right? And so, you know, right before he passed away, you know, we're talking about volume 1. And I was telling him how we went on tour and all that good stuff. I needed him to come. And he was like, little bro, you don't need me to do anything, but if you want me there, I'm there. You know, God put something inside of you that's going to bless the world. And so I dedicated that chapter to him, Peace Be Still. And now, you know, in volume 6, my chapter is themed Pain. And, you know, truly we all go through it. But like you often say, you know, we must go through, we must grow through what we go through.
Yeah.
And so the writing process for me, you know, it was organic. It was transparent. You know, you gave me a lot of confidence and navigational, you know, encouragement on writing my very first one. I was like, Chip, man, I don't know exactly how to start it off. I don't know where to write, what to write. You said, D, it's already in you. It's in you. All you have to do is write it.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, when you think about it, you know, we all have a story to tell. You know, we all are authors, man. And when we sit there and pad and pen and pad, however we're writing it, you know, your heart is going to come out. You know, and I think as long as we are being, you know, organically transparent and truthful and taking ownership of this thing we call life, then the story is already laid out for you.
Yeah.
You just have to frame it up.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of, I know you hit on like what you touched on.
Yeah.
But you know, another memory for me is like seeing your daughter with the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or when we released the first book, talking to your mom on the phone.
Oh, man.
About it.
Yeah, man. You know, those things were, you know, and that's the thing, guys. And, you know, these books aren't just great reads, right? And I'm not just saying it because I'm a part of it. You know, I have my brother Manny, my brother C. Woods, you know, Chip, and my sisters of the Impact of Influence as well. We're one big family, guys. But each chapter is a representation of our organic experiences.
Yes.
And so when we think like that, right, I'm gonna just use this last one. For instance, I wrote about pain.
Yeah.
And I called you with tears in my eyes, I called you with words on my heart, guys, these reads aren't just, some words on a paper. We're actually living these things out. And just 5 months ago, Christmas was 5 months ago, as you heard Chip say, the first book, my mom was all excited. Yeah. I'm sharing that news with my brother while my brother passed away, a week before the release of the book. And I'm on the phone with Derek, right? And I'm talking to him. I'm talking about volume 1, before that came out, right? A week before that came out. I'm on the phone with my brother, and 4 hours after sharing the news with him, he collapsed to the floor and died. And right then and there, I realized that God said, he'll give us our contrast, and then our contrast is to become our content. So we're not just going through things for ourselves, right? Yeah. We're going through those things to be the illustration that others can get through it too. And as we're grieving my brother, man, it was a big blow to me, right? I'm like, what am I going to write about? What am I going to write about? God will give you what to write about. And it's not just in a book, like you're going to live that book out. We're living that book out right now, whatever we wrote about, right? A couple of months after that, my mother-in-law passed away. So now I have to put my, feelings on the side of losing my big bro, and now I have to be a husband to a wife that just lost her mom. I've never been that husband before, but God always promises that he'll never give us any more than we can bear. Yeah. And through those words, each word I dropped tears. But each word, it was therapeutic. Each word, I grew a little bit taller. Each word, I took another step. Each chapter will allow us and enable us to do that. And so 6 months after my mother-in-law passed in July, we're planning to do another book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, God, we're already multiple best-selling authors. We're pouring our hearts out. And I'm like, what am I going to write about now? Man. My mother dies just 5 months ago. I write about that, and I titled my chapter Pain. And I'm talking about all of the pain that I've been through, but now how the pain is there to keep you down, but how the pain is there as an indicator. It's actually there to tell you who you are, where you are, and who it is that you're becoming. Though it may hurt, it's not there to hurt you, right? And so through our variables in life, through our navigations in life, we become more navigational the more we continue to push through whatever the opposition is. Because Goliath is always going to be there. But if we can remind ourselves of our inner David, then we'll also remind ourselves that we're not just conquerors, but we're more than conquerors.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's how we get to the next step, the next page, the next word, the next title, the next chapter, the next heartbeat.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Man, so good. Well, as we close with your session here, if you don't mind sharing with the audience your social media so they can check you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you it'd be worth your time to do it, so make sure you go check them out.
Blessings, man. Blessings, guys. Well, listen, you can follow me for more go-get-it encouragement. I'm on Instagram. I'm known as Divine Encourager, so that's D-I-V-I-N-E, Divine _ Encourager _ on Instagram. And on Facebook, Darius Bradley Sr. You'll see me, cap to the back, 3 words on my chest. Go get it and know that God will bless. So, that's where I'm at, man.
All right, man. All right, so we are here. We are back with the authors that we've highlighted. Manny Trujillo, Charles Woods, Darius Bradley Sr. And so as we close and wrap up our session, I just want to just kind of go through and, hit them with one final thought. If it was one final thought that you would leave with the audience that's checking out this interview, what would that be? And we'll just go in the same order as how we interviewed. So, Manny, if there's one final thought that people can take and use in their life to influence and impact, what would that be?
We had a banner in our locker room, and it just simply said, "Good things happen to good people."
Yeah.
And I always remembered that. And so with that, I just try to treat everybody with respect. and throughout. And then our kids are always watching us.
Yeah.
And it's great that I could see that in my kids first off, just how they treat people with respect and things like that. That makes me very proud. So that's always been a motto that always just stuck with me. Good things happen to good people. So I just feel if you treat people nice, kind, be respectful,
Yeah.
It's all good from there.
That's awesome, man. What about you, Woods?
Well, mine, I love think great, do great, be great. When you talk about being great, gratitude, resilience, energy, accountability, and trust. Be grateful for every day that you have, man. Just be grateful for the opportunities that you have and just to open your eyes and live another day, man. Be resilient through any types of obstacles that you have. You learn that resilience. Energy level needs to always be positive, man. Negative energy is not going to get you anywhere. You can make a change. It's your choice. Use that positive energy. Accountable for everything that you do. Be accountable for everything you do. And be a trustworthy person, man. You got to be somebody that the individuals that you run with, your group of people, those that are teaching you, educating you, those that you're around can trust that you have the best intention for yourself and others around you.
It's good, man. Good stuff. Darius, what about you, man?
Yeah, man. Everything that's being said is so good, man. I piggyback and echo everything you guys said with the additive of don't let the letdowns keep you down, right? Embrace them because they're needed. And wherever it is that you're trying to go in life, I promise you, without falling down, scraping up, bruising up, you'll never get there. Okay, I promise you, it'll be empty calories. Listen, embrace every fall down, embrace every hurdle, embrace every scratch, okay, embrace every bruise. They are needed, they are a part of the process. Don't think that it's going to be easy, okay? Do not think it's going to be simple, yes, but easy, go get it. These 3 words aren't just 3 words, 2 verbs and 1 noun. We often all want big red, the it, whatever your it may be, but no one wants to actually get up and go get. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, God bless us all. 2 verbs. We have to go. We have to go. That's the first step. Get whatever the resources may be. I don't know what they are, but you know exactly what they are. And it's not going to be easy. And your it will manifest if you stay unconditional. If you get up from the fall down. If you tunnel vision everything. Block it out. Simple, not easy. But if it's worth it to you, attach your reason, your why, and your purpose to it all, and go get it.
Love it, man. Love it. I think for me, as closing, just something that I would say, and this is my tagline that I use with the Success Chronicles, and it's live, learn, serve, inspire, go get it. And so the live piece is, we have to live a life where we're not afraid to live. In life, none of us are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. But we have to make sure we're not afraid to live,
right,
and enjoy living, right? And in that enjoying the living and attacking the challenges, you're going to learn so much, right? And in that learning, yes, you learn about the world. Yes, you learn about so many things, but the big piece is that you learn about yourself. And you learn what makes you tick, and you learn what you like and what you don't like, and you learn what your purpose is and what your why is. Right. And then when you do that, it's important to serve. It's important to take those things that you've lived and learned and use that to be a blessing to someone else and serve them, right? And so when you live, learn, serve, sometimes we get in the deal of just with your head down, just doing your thing.
Yeah.
Right, and we forget that your day-to-day doing your thing is inspiring to so many.
Yeah.
Right.
And so as you're living, learning, serving, realize that it's inspiring. And like my go get it twin brother says, hey, go get it.
Get it.
You have to go make great things happen. And when you do that, you will influence
And impact.
and you will impact.
That's right.
All right, and so. Again, man, as we close, I just want to say, man, thank you guys for being in my life, influencing and impacting me in my life. I'm truly grateful, man. On the way over here, I was just thinking, what's on my heart is gratitude.
Yes.
You know, people don't have to ride with you. You know, like people don't have to choose to ride with you. But I'm appreciative of all of you guys for riding with me and supporting me. And you know, we've done the Impact of Influence books, and every one of y'all, like when I said, hey man, I'm in. Like, bro, you gonna let me finish? Like, are you gonna let me tell you what it's about? Or like, can I tell you the steps or what? No. I don't need that. I'm in. Like, what we gonna do? Yeah. Let's go, man. At the beach. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's get it, baby. Darius on the first one. I don't know how I'm gonna write or what I'm gonna write, but I'm in. Let's go.
I mean, I'm actually crying. I had to pull over because I had prayed about it.
Yeah.
I had prayed about it, guys. You know, true, quick, short story. I prayed a year before Chip even asked me to be a part of the whatever book. Right? And I even shared it with my wife. I said, you know, I prayed to God that he would bless me to do a book, but I prayed to him specifically to bless me to do it with Chip. Chip had no idea. And he called me and I'm driving on the road and he was like, hey, Darius, I have a question. I'm like, what's going on, bro? He was like, man, I'm writing a book and would you like to be? Yes, I'm in. I'm crying, boo-hooing on the phone. I'm like, thank you, God. You know, so, man, yeah, man, God is really real. God really loves us, man, and this is all God right here, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you guys for rocking with me. I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Bless you.
We were meant to fly.
Go get it.